thinking where from this so many good things about me has been told, and that I am very loving. And I was just thinking how I also became, I feel that there is a lot of love. I would like to meet all of you personally and talk to you, know about you, which many times doesn't happen. And that sorrow is there. So, I will chant the invocation slokas a little later. I just want to say that once I had asked Swamiji, that Swamiji, I want to become like you. I was in the household at that time, listening to Swamiji's discourses. We used to go from IIT Kharagpur to Jamshedpur to listen to him. Very few lectures we would be able to attend. Just like here also, you are not, many of you are not attending all the lectures similarly. And there used to be always an informal satsang in the mornings. So those who could come in the mornings, they would come and people would informally ask him questions or sing bhajans like I said yesterday. Some would garland him, do pada puja. It was a very devotional atmosphere. So in the midst of all that, I said that, Swamiji, I would like to become like you. So he laughed and said that, okay, what are the qualities you'd like to have? I said that your love for everybody and your joy, ananda, I would like to have. So Swamiji said that whatever qualities you like to have, you simply love those qualities and it will be yours. And many times, even now he says, if you love purity, love the quality purity, whichever quality you want. So that remained in my mind, that if I want to be loving, I have to love that love. And what is that love? Unconditional love. It's not a love that you love your near and dear ones, and you also expect from them that they will respond similarly. It is an unconditional love. At least by God's grace, I could see that in Swamiji, that it was unconditional. So it must have remained in me, as I told you, that I was, by God's grace, always wanted to become very pure. Pure, to have pure and get good qualities, and making a picture of myself with big qualities inside. And I thought that the beauty outside is no beauty. The beauty inside is the beauty. So at this, at very young age, how I thought all those things must be given by God. Otherwise, it's not very common. So I would see that I am falling from my picture also. I have many good qualities inside me. I mean, I have made a portrait of myself, blooming like a flower, but very often I fall from the qualities I saw. And then that was my aim, to get the qualities more and more, ones that I do not want, to remove them, and ones which I have, strengthen them. And that has been always in my, at the feet of Swamiji, this has been the learning. So, after I went to the ashram, after maybe just 1 year, Swamiji said, you should become a Vishwa Janani. I did not understand what it means by Vishwa Janani. And he said that, Jagat Janani and Vishwa Janani, I bless you for that. It was a Guru Purnima, and he placed his hand over my head and said, I just heard. And I think that, not that I felt that I should be Vishwa Janani or Jagat Janani, but the learnings that I had from Swamiji, I could understand. Everybody should become a Vishwa Janani. Everybody, whether one is a man or a woman, should be a mother. Then only we can love unconditionally. But still, human mothers, they expect something from their children. At least my children should look after me when I am old. They should keep contact with me, ask me about my welfare, help me when I'm... That kind of expectation is there. But still, the mother's love is the most unconditional love in this earth. So everybody has to become a Vishwa Janani. That should be your aim. That is what? Not to have any kind of ill feeling towards anybody, not to have any kind of blame or criticism or judgment about anybody, to be forgiving, to be sacrificing, and to have love. Even though our children will make some mistakes, we may scold them, but the basic love will not go. But here, when somebody else who is not very near, near to you or near or dear, or maybe in the extended family even, or in the neighbors, there is some, difference of opinion or something you don't like, we become very estranged with the person. That should not happen. So the aim should be to have that Vishwa Janani love. All of you should have. Then only you will find that the mind becomes placid. Everything is connected. It is not that... I can tell you one incident, one or two incidents. Okay, let me first do, because these are all will be premiered, So, Swamin namaste nataloka bandho karunya sindho patitam bhavabdho Mamuddharatmiya kataksha drishtya rijvyati karunya sudhabhivrishtya Swamin namaste, Swamin namaste, Swamin namaste, Swamin namaste. Jnanaswarupam nijabhavayuktam anandamanandakaram prasannam yogindramidhyam bhavarogavaidyam Srimadgurum nityamaham namami Srimadgurum nityamaham namami Nityaya satyaya chidatmakaya Navyaya bhavyaya paratparaya Shuddhaya buddhaya niranjanaya Namostu nityam Guru Shekharaya Namostu nityam Guru Shekharaya Namostu nityam Guru Shekharaya Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru. So I was telling you that Swamiji placed his hand on my head and said this. And that must have been his wish. I think it is his wish for everybody. And I also said that I just heard, I did not know what it means and how one can become so and what it really means. But all the learnings that at the feet of the Master, from his talks, from his writings, whatever I learned, I think it has given a feeling of loving everybody whosoever comes. I was telling you yesterday also, whosoever comes in the ashram, we embrace them. And they may be not known to them. I was telling you about that simple village woman who had come to sell some instruments, garden tools, to very known devotees who come regularly or who have come very infrequently, who come from children to workers to villagers. We all, not only me, we all ashramites, we learn how to embrace everybody, not making any difference. Not making any difference. So, I think I have told this example earlier also, but it will be nice to repeat it. In the beginning years of my ashram life, I didn't know the language. And because I come from North India, so everything was different, language, food, customs, even the season was different. So everything different. And as soon as we went, the great job of running the ashram, with whatever, the ashram was very small at that time. So few workers were there in the coconut garden, and the domestic flower garden was not at all there, which I slowly started. And so the workers have to be monitored, seen, supervised, and without language. There was so there was one girl. There were 2 or 3 women workers. So one of them who did the domestic work, she would very easily not do her work. If you call her, she would pretend not to hear, and she would do her whatever she was doing. So I would, in very critical moments, I would take her to Swamiji, or just go and tell Swamiji that she's not listening. Then Swamiji will come and listen to me and listen to her and tell me, like this. And after some time, after a few days or maybe months, I felt that whatever I'm trying to say, Swamiji is not really telling that. I don't know how I got that inkling, but I used to feel. Later I understood, actually, Swamiji is telling her good things so that her attitude will change. So, and similarly, he's telling me also that you must know how to make them work. Sorry, how to make them work? I would think if you were in this situation without the language, how you will do? I was not telling him, but I would feel definitely feel. So, anyway, after about a year, one day when I went, Swamiji said, I'm not going to help you anymore. A long time has passed, you must know how to make them work. And he said, if she was your daughter, what would you have done? She doesn't listen to you, she's disobedient. So what would you have done if your daughter was like this? It came as an arrow to me. I said, really, what would I have done? So definitely I will say something, but after I leave it, I will not have a feeling that, you are not, an ill feeling or a feeling of dislike will not be there so much. Then Swamiji said another word. He said, if you are not able to make her do work by your orders, make her do work by your love. You understand? So I'm saying that it's not just Swamiji giving me a blessing. All these things, at least for me, I can say, I have taken as a lesson and practiced them. Whenever I would get irritated by them, their behavior, and they would not listen, then this thought will come that, if it was my daughter, what I would do. I would not angrily or talk to them or harshly talk, or I will try to make them understand. And it should be my love. They should understand that I have the right to tell them because I love them also so much. And it so happened by this practice, I cannot say that I was intentionally practiced thinking that I have practiced. I have practiced today this, I have practiced today that. Not like that. Spontaneously, naturally, these words which entered my heart with great meaning and deep meanings, I would try to follow them. Sometimes I would fail also. I found that this lady who was so very difficult with me became so very devoted to me within few months. And even now she is working. Very devoted to me. She is very old now. But they don't, these old workers, they do not want to leave our ashram. They say we have pain here, pain there, the knees pain, the back pain. But as soon as we enter the gate of the ashram, we forget everything. And they will say that please don't send us away. At least we can pluck grass. And Kerala, it's a very rainy place, so always there is a lot of grass to be plucked. So please give us some little work. So now this lady is in charge of our puppy, Surya Kumari. So she has become the party of that puppy, right from beginning, trying to feed and take her around, etc. So anyway, that is by the way, but I want to say that she became so very loving. And anything and everything, to the extent that if I would become sick, I'd had a lot of sickness episodes, so they would cry howlingly that what has happened. So these are certain things I can say, that these learnings, whatever we learn now, you don't have the opportunity to be by the side of the Guru. How will you learn? Whatever he talks, whatever he writes, and in his books, you will find this. So the other day I was saying that when you read every word cautiously and with lot of alertness and lot of thought and reflection, how you can apply that to your life. So this is one incident. Another incident by which I felt, I had some lectures before also. In that I was saying that Swamiji would tell me regarding these workers, he would tell me, you are very blameful, very blameful. Because I would come and tell him that this worker has not done this or that worker has not done this. So, disturbing Swamiji in the middle of his work and asking him his interference in those matters, not very big things. But only that a person who has to do certain thing is not doing, day after day not doing. So Swamiji would always say, whenever we would go and say, he would say, you are very blameful. I used to feel that I am not at all blameful. I would think myself, or tell also sometimes, that I have so much love for them. After number of workers increased, I started a midday meal, not a midday meal, an early morning meal for them. Every day they get a food there in our ashram. So arrangement for that. That today Namrata was saying that before Guru Purnima there is a workers' day and they are given all dresses and all that. That is all my wish. I told Swamiji, let us do this, let us give them some dress or anything. So how is it that I don't love them? How is it that I blame them? And yes, regarding work, you have to get them to do your work also. So Swamiji one day said, I am your Guru. I am telling you that you are blameful. And I will keep on telling that. I keep on telling them as long as I feel that you are blameful. And I, the same Guru, when I feel that you are not blameful, I will tell you that you are not blameful. So this has been the learnings. And, always. Now, you will not get this from the Guru because you are not living with the Guru. But you will get such things from your family people. What we have to do? What we have to do? We have to live the Bhagavad Gita, right? So we have to see that, okay, why was I told like this? There is something in me which makes the other person feel that I am blameful or whatever. So let me work on it and see. So whatever Swamiji said, so for years it told like that. Now now many years also. I said, Swamiji, do you now also feel that I am blameful? He said, no, not anymore. So, I don't know whether you like to hear this or just it is something, a story-like thing that you are hearing, but I am not telling you as a story. I am telling you to get inspired to listen to any kind of hard and harsh word from anybody, any kind of rude behavior from anybody, just thinking that it is an opportunity to test oneself. Am I unaffected? Am I looking into myself, finding out where I can improve myself? Or suppose it is not true, then simply forget it. Forget and forgive. Don't become stiff with a person that, oh, he or she told me like this, so I'm not going to talk to that person anymore because it was not true of me. Nothing like that. See, in Bhagavad Gita, it says that, I told you that shloka yesterday, raga-dvesha viyuktaistu vishayan indriyais charan atmavashyir vidheyatma prasadam adhigacchati. Now, in this, what was important? To go beyond the attraction and repulsion, likes and dislikes, which always come to us. In any object, when the sense organs go to the objects of their, where they are, of their, what to say, corresponding objects. So, there is always an attraction or a repulsion. Now, tayorna vashamagachet. It says that this, in 3rd chapter, 34th shloka is tayorna vashamagachet. Indriyas indyasyarthe raga-dveshau vyavasthitau. Tayorna vashamagachet. Tau hyasya paripanthinau. Krishna is telling. You know, Indriyas indyasyarthe raga-dveshau vyavasthitau. Tayorna vashamagachet tau hyasya paripanthinau. It says that for each sense organ, 3.34, attraction and repulsion towards its objects are natural, very natural. Suppose somebody comes with a stick towards me, I will be repelled, thinking that the person may beat me. But suppose somebody brings one ice cream stick, I'll be very much attracted towards it. Maybe. So, it is for every creature. Now, it says that this is very natural, but do not come under their sway. Do not come under their sway. They are one's stark enemies. Because if you allow it, then you are gone. It will take you to whatever can be harmful to you also. So restrain the mind. The mind also should be restrained. Intelligence should be enlightened so that the intelligence can direct the mind to be restrained, and the mind restrains the senses. So this is what is necessary. So how can we do that? Krishna says that you can become we are in activities. The activities and your life, from always we should try to have saattvika nature. Okay? Saattvika in nature. You also try to grow in sattvic qualities. What is the sattvic quality? When the sattvic qualities are had, then there will be a lot of clarity in the mind, clarity in the intelligence. And there are the gunas, the qualities which the sattvic nature will show that, I think, Swamiji is doing. Now, the activities that we do, one is how the activities can be made into a sattvic activity. What are sattvic activities? This, and who is a person who does sattvic activities. That is, we will have placidity of the mind according to the shloka. Yesterday we did, that was what? Number, I think, 2 point. What is the number? Raga-dvesha vayukta is 2.64. 2.64 and 65 we have done, in which we have seen that we have placidity of the mind. Now, placidity of the mind, to have the placidity of the mind, raga-dvesha, we should go beyond it, and we should have restrain of mind and intelligence. That's placidity. And in the next sloka we saw, 2.65, that prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasyopajayate. That is, when you have placidity of the mind, all kinds of sorrow get dissolved. And the intelligence becomes poised and steady. When the intelligence becomes poised and steady, that means what? There is no confusion in the mind. There is no delusion in the mind. You will be able to understand what exactly you are supposed to do to keep your mind calm. Right? Now, to do this, I always am saying that all these are interconnected. Now, in this, what we should think is that how do we are always active. We are always active. We have lot of activities. Some activities are spiritual activities and devotional activities. Like you are now in a spiritual active mode. You are listening, trying to maybe reflect also, trying to, as you reflect, what should you do? That, oh, am I like this? Oh, I'm not thinking like this, so maybe I will take up this pursuit, maybe I will do this. So this is spiritual time. Similarly, many of you must be having spiritual routines and devotional routines which you must be performing in the morning or evening, whatever you do. But there is domestic activity. Then there is activity in the society when you interact with others apart from your domestic members. Also, there may be the activities which you do for the country and all that. Now, in all these activities, what we do is the activities are of the mind. When the mind thinks, then we speak. Whatever the mind thinks, we express it, and then we act. Also, we interact with people. Our behavior takes place with people. In this, all this, what happens is that this raga and dvesha comes. Even in our thoughts, when we are thinking about something, suppose we are thinking about some happening which we did not like, then the mind is agitated. Suppose we are talking to somebody and we are talking for quite some time well, and suddenly there is a difference of opinion, then the mind gets agitated. You feel some way, another feels another way. You try to assert that what you feel that is the right thing, the mind gets agitated. And the behavior. And in activities also, all the activities that we do, whether it is domestic, professional, etc., or the spiritual activities also, the mind gets agitated. Because you are not able to do what you are wanting to do. You are feeling that you are incapable of doing. In the profession also, though something is expected of you, you find that you are not able to do it properly, or not able to meet your targets, and so many kinds of things are there. In spiritual and devotional routines, what happens? One gets so much attached to it that one constantly thinks that, I should not be disturbed by people. I'm getting disturbed by people. I'm not able to do what I am doing. And I'm not, I want to do more and more devotional practices. So all these kinds of things happen to make our mind agitated and disturbed. So in the 18th chapter, there is a shloka which says what kind of activity is saattvika activity. It says, niyatam sangarahitam raga-dvesha kritam aphala-prepsuna karma yattat sattvikam uchyate. Niyatam sangarahitam raga-dvesha kritam aphala-prepsuna karma yattat sattvikam uchyate. 18th chapter, 23rd shloka. It says, the action should be duly regulated. Any action should be duly regulated. That is organized. You must think about suppose we have to do something, say this program of retreat we have thought of. Now it should be organized, right? Right from the fact that the speakers like Swamiji's have to come from India, when they will come, how they will come, where they will stay, what they will eat, whether they are comfortable. So much thought has to be given. Otherwise, suppose you do not think about it, let Swamiji's come. And when they arrive, there is no place for them to stay or they are in difficulty. So, niyatam, one has to, about any work, one has to think about it. Then after that, the hall should be big. Now we have started feeling this hall is small. So yesterday we were saying that next time if we must have a bigger hall. Say the food. So food, many people are very lovingly cooking and bringing food for everybody. But suppose they don't give their thoughts to it, what will happen? One item will come at one time, another item will come at another time. So how much coordination is necessary that if 2-3 people have said that we want to bring food for everybody, if they are not coming in the proper time, what will happen? So for any work, whether it is domestic work, professional work, or societal work, or even the devotional work, suppose you have to have a worship, or you want to do some spiritual routine even, say meditate, or listen to lectures. Now you have to find a time which is very suitable for you. If you do not think, then it will be all haywire. So niyatam and sangarahitam. We should be not having any kind of attachment to the work itself. That is, we can give lot of examples. There is, I want to be the important person. Or suppose here, there are many volunteers. I'm just taking an example. I'm not meaning anybody particular. Say a lot of volunteers are there. Suppose the volunteers feel that, I was not given an important role. Some volunteers are only going to the stage and I'm not known that I am even a volunteer. Then that is a sangha to the work. Whatever work is given, do that. So sangha, you will find that there is a lot of sangha. People are bringing food. I took the example of food. So suppose somebody says, today's food was not good. Gone. Those who have brought the food that day will feel very sad and very insulted. A lot of things will happen, right? We have so much sangha. My dear children, I want you to understand. Understand what? Introspect and find where all we have sangha. There is a lot of sangha for us. What we are doing, who are our friends, what are the work that we are doing, what all appreciation or expectations we have, all these are sangha. And why we are talking of sangha, why we are saying that we should not have sangha, sangha only agitates us, disturbs us. So, we should try. Now, this is what I try to tell you, that we should try. Got it? You must get it, that we should try. You are telling your children and those who are small, young children and even those whose children have become a little older, we have been telling our children, right, that try, you will get it. So why should we not do it? And when I am a mother, I am telling, you will not try. All will nod. Nobody will try. We try, because I am telling you, there is a joy in trying. That is what I want to tell you. There is a joy in trying. You may not be successful right away, but the joy you will understand. What? The joy is becoming straightforward, becoming true to oneself. That I am working for my own indweller, my own Atma, my own Antaratma, to make it pure and purer. So there is a lot of joy. And then, raga-dvesha kritam. See, I come to this sloka because it was in the second chapter. What says? You will get placidity of mind. Now, what did it say? That you are active. You may be in the midst of so many objects of attraction and repulsion. Also, you will be having so many kinds of situations which you like and dislike. So many kinds of thoughts will come and go in your mind which you like or dislike. In that midst, if you are able to remain beyond raga and dvesha, that is attraction and repulsion, if you are able to restrain your senses, restrain your mind, you will have placidity of mind. That is, the mind will be calm and tranquil. And why we are saying this? Because in the calm and tranquil mind, our real identity reveals itself. It's just like, it is very simple to understand, because suppose there is a vessel of clear water. If you look into it, you will see your face. If you put a pebble into it, you will see the pebble clearly. But suppose you put some dust into it, a little bit of mud into it, the whole water will become muddy. You will not be able to see yourself anymore. Or suppose not a mud, but you give a little bit of movement into the water. Those are, again, you will not see your face properly. It will be constantly taking different shapes because of the ripples. Similarly, a mirror which is very well polished, if it is dusty, we cannot see it. If we remove the dust, we will be able to see it. Similarly, the insight within us, the agitations and disturbances which come about because of our expectations, our possessiveness, our ego, it agitates the mind and disturbs the mind. And the real self that I am, which is changeless, which does not move, which is always there, with what? That fountain of joy. Nirantarananda rasena triptaha. That is always there. It is always lighted, brilliant, but we are not able to see it. So, keeping this viewpoint in mind, that I should be able to keep my mind placid. And for that, what we have to do? Constantly introspect to see that the mind is beyond raga and dvesha. How will you do it but? Your mind goes to what we are attracted to and comes away from what we are repelled by. So, the introspection is a must. We must introspect. And that introspection can be in many, many ways. I'm going to come to that, but I'll finish this. Raga-dvesha kritam. So the activities we should see whether whenever the mind is agitated, it's agitated by what? Fear, anxiety, then a feeling of competition, all those things come in the mind. So, or apprehension whether I will be commented upon, whether my work will not be considered to be good. So all these fears and anxiety will be there. So see that where from this is coming, I am expecting that I will be appreciated by my work. Right? I want to hear appreciation. I want to uh, reach a situation where people will say that, oh, he or she is very efficient. Leave that. Even if people do not say, if you know that you have given 100% of your mind and heart and you have worked well, do not expect that anybody will appreciate. Leave that appreciation part, praise part. Give your full. Don't be lethargic. Don't be procrastinating. Don't do the work half-heartedly. Do it well. And after that, leave it. If you are to get appreciation, somebody will. If you didn't get, then also it is okay. Somebody by mistake told that, oh, it is very bad, then also it's okay what to do. People have their own viewpoints. I have done whatever I could and see whether you can do it better. Is it very difficult? It's not difficult. So, I'll come back again to that example. What? Swamiji said, become a Vishwajanani. And I gave you one example. Then, what is the example? Swamiji said that, suppose she was your daughter, would you have done? Or if you are not able to make her work with your orders, make her work with your love. So these two was something that I started practicing. That is, whenever there was a situation which I thought that it's not right, or the other person is wrong, then I would feel that I should love the person. I should love the person means I should not have ill feeling to the person. So this whole example of the worker was extended to people. You understand? Extended to everybody. There will be so many times devotees coming, villagers coming, wanderer sannyasis coming, help seekers coming. And so with everybody we have to behave. So it may happen that sometimes we feel that another person's behavior is not all right. But don't have any bitterness for that person. You may not love the person, but at least don't have any ill feeling or bitterness and always see whether you can make the person understand you and do whatever is necessary. Now, regarding this Swamiji's this point of view, I used to find sometimes when there will be lot of difficulty with maybe one or two workers, I'll bring them to Swamiji and I would watch. Initially I could not understand the language, as I told you, but later when I started understanding the language, I found that the worker who was not wanting to do a work, giving so many excuses that I don't have time, or this is very heavy, I would like to have another helper or two more helpers, which we know that is not necessary. So the same worker, when Swamiji has talked to the person, very happily and enthusiastically is going and doing that work. So I would feel that how this happens? I tried to plead with the worker, told her, gave many reasons that last year we had given only 2 workers for this work. How is it that you are saying that now you need 3 workers? And like this, I am giving some examples. And Swamiji talks and they just go and do the work. So what is the mystery behind it? I thought that I must learn this. And I would tell also Swamiji. Because Swamiji's one word was, you do not know how to act effectively. You are not effective. How many times I have heard that? How many times I have heard that? You are not effective. You must know how to be effective. So, okay, then I understood that it all comes through a feeling of not blaming them, but owning them. And, there is a basic relationship of love. Swamiji always, many times he has told us, if you have to say something to somebody, and first own the person and then say. Own the person. That is, in the mind there should not come any kind of judgment, any kind of criticism, any kind of blame. But this happens even in the household. We are constantly judging and criticizing and blaming and fault finding. Always we are doing that, and that is why we are in misery. Mind is disturbed. So, I am saying that these things, I wish I could read some things which Swamiji had told, very, very important, which I had written down. But I don't have the notebook. So anyway, so these small things which we observe, we should say now that I am telling you. And who is telling whom? I am telling of my Guru, my life in the spiritual journey, how I have applied this to my life. Now, you may not be with the Guru and spending time at his feet, but these should inspire you. You should try to apply them in your life, in the household life, in the professional life, not to have any ill feeling about anybody. It's not that you go and, try to be friendly with a very difficult person who always gives you hurting feelings. But to be placid in the mind is not to have any ill feeling about others. No judgment. So, and then aphala prepsuna karma. That is, that I have already said, give 100% and whatever result comes, accept that. Don't be upset that, I gave my 100% but the other person got promotion. We get disappointed, no? It's very natural to get disappointed. But if you are a spiritual seeker, you have heard spiritual knowledge and you have loved it, then you should tell your mind with this kind of, you should enlighten your mind, your buddhi should enlighten that, it can happen. And I should be accepting it. And who is a person who is a karta, the doer, a saattvika doer? When you can do the work with the sattvika guna, sattva guna, that is, mukta sango anahamvadi, free of delusional clinging. So, again and again in Bhagavad Gita, it comes that be free of the clinging. Be free of the clinging. Anahamvadi, that is, don't have any ego. Don't have any ego to the work. Imbued with will and fervor. Dhriti and utsaha. Dhrit utsaha samannitva. This is 18.26. 18.26. See, these are the qualities to be achieved. And as I told you yesterday, these qualities are enough. So many opportunities we get every day to have these qualities. Mukta sango anahamvadi dhrit utsaha samanvitaha. Dhrit utsaha samanvitaha. Dhriti is will, that inner strength, and utsaha, fervor, enthusiasm. Samanvitam is imbued by that. Then siddha siddhyor nirvikaraha. That is, whether you have done the work fully, wholeheartedly, giving your 100%, whatever you can, but without any sangha delusional clinging, neither to the work, that is, suppose you are given a work which you don't like. Normally we will try to do it not with so much of interest. We don't like it. And so, clinging is there to the work. What work is given? If I like a work, I'll be doing whole day and night, I'll be over it. If you do not like a work, we'll do it somehow. No. So that kind of sangha should not be there. That kind of clinging should not be there. Also the next one line, it says that siddhya siddhyor nirvikaraha. If you have given 100%, be even to success and failure, which I told. So the way you should do work, the attitude that you should have as a good worker is written in these two shlokas. Now, I come to this point that how will we remember all these things? That we have to, I'm saying that we have to do this, we have to do that, and how to do that? Why is it that we are not able to do? Krishna says that Mam anusmara yuddhacha. He says in his shloka that tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yuddhacha mai arpita mano buddhi mame vaishyasya samshayam. He says that, see, Krishna is telling Arjuna that, Arjuna, now I have told you so many things. You must also think how to have these raga-dvesha, you have to get over. You have to get over this clinging. You have to see to it that your mind has samatva to everything from the knowledge of the self and thinking that the self is everywhere. All this you have understood. But the fact is that you have to fight. Now, how will you fight? With an even mind, with a placid mind. So, Krishna is put into what? Into a battle where so much of fighting is going on. And, Arjuna. And Krishna is saying, even if you are in that situation, if you are able to go beyond raga and dvesha, if you are able to restrain your mind and senses, you will have placidity. We are where? In the battle of the life. So how do we have placidity? Krishna is saying, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yuddhyacha. O Arjuna, you remember me and fight. And when sarveshu kaleshu, every moment you remember me and fight. So what is the message to us? Every moment, remember him and fight. So do we work like this? Krishna, 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 Krishna. We do that actually. Many will do. Krishna, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Guruvarappan, Guruvarappan, Guruvarappan. No. You see what is said in the next line. Mai arpita mano buddhi mameva eshasi asamshayam. There are three words here. Mam, eva, eshasi, asamshayam. 4 words are there. Mam, eva, eshyasi, asamshayam. Eshyasi. It means what? Arjuna, sarveshu kaleshu, in all moments, remember me and fight. That is, remember and do your work. How to do that? How you will do that? Mai arpita mano buddhi. Place your mind, focus your mind, fix your mind and intelligence in me. What does it mean? What does it mean? Do you understand anything? How to focus the mind and intelligence? Then he says, in that case, without any doubt, asamshayam, he is actually giving an assurance that it's undoubtedly you will be attaining me. Krishna has given many assurances in that, in Gita. Actually, those are enough for us to pursue the Gita. So he says that tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhyacha mai arpita mano buddhihi mameva eshyasya samshayam. How do we think what we can do from this? This another one, which is 8.14, he says, Ananya chetas satatam yomam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabha partha nitya-yuktasya yoginaha. Ananya chetas satatam. It says that your mind is exclusively in me. And yesterday I told you, me means what? It is Krishna, who is a Tattvavit, who has become the self, who is Brahman himself. So he says that if you remember me, in 8.7 he is saying, remember me at all times. And here also he says Satatam means always, Nityashaha means also so. If you remember me like this, always, exclusively, then Sulabham is very easily. I will be attained by you, just like the yogis who are nitya-yukta. What is nitya-yukta? Always connecting to God. This nitya-yukta word, we should constantly keep in mind. We lose that touch of God. We are sometimes thinking of God, maybe in our devotional and spiritual routines we think, and the whole other time is our touch with the world. We have to find Him in the world also. Unless we find the touch of the self or God in the world, how will we become nitya-yukta? Will be yukta. Yukta means to be united, to be connected. Nitya means always. We will be connected only during our worships, our chantings, our reading, our listening to something. But at the other times, we can all see what is happening. We are connected to our worldly activities. But then, for any householder, how to become nitya-yukta? Is it possible? That is why all of you say, when we are here, we are feeling so happy, and as soon as we go or these are over, the mind goes to the worldly activities. So what is to be done? Find God in the worldly activities also. How will we do that? We have to think, who is this God? Or who is the Supreme? If you do not want to say, when we say God, it is not the forms that we give. It is the all-pervading God. Everywhere He is the Brahman, He is the Paramatma, He is the Self everywhere. He is the all-pervading God, Supreme Self, the universal Self. Who is He? How are we connected to Him? How are our activities connected to Him? We are doing activities. Who has given us the activities? Where from we have come? What is our relationship with this world? With the other things, the other creatures? Is there any? So one thing is that with the intelligence, with the mind, we must start thinking. What we do? Very mechanically every day we will chant this sloka, the Hanuman Chalisa, Vishnu Sahasranama. For 1 hour we will spend in that and not observe what is going on in our thought process. Why are we like this? We don't think, for years and years I am doing the same chanting, same worship, and nothing is happening to me. The same fears are coming, same anxiety is there. Why nothing is happening? So this kind of thought when it comes, and Krishna is giving the solution also. So we have to think like this. What? We have to think that where from have we come? Who has created us? We have been created. No, we feel that I have parents, and we have to think very well that have the parents created us? Who has created us? The whole world, if we think that it is the creation of the Supreme Power, I am also a product of that. This body, the limited body that I say, this is me, this body with its bodily parts, is the senses, the mind, the intelligence, everything has been created by that Supreme Power. A child may be in the mother's womb. Mother has no control over whether the child will be weak or strong, whether the child will be fair or dark, whether the child will have intelligence or no intelligence. Has the mother any control? Has the family people have any control? Parents have looked after their daughter maybe very nicely before the delivery, but have no control over the delivery. So this one example should be enough to tell us we have no control. We have no control. And if I understand that my body, which I have been born of my mother, my mother had no control over me, I too do not have control over all the people I consider myself to consider belonging to me. My son, my daughter, my wife, my parents, my possessions, my this, my that, my intelligence, nothing. Our intelligence sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes we are successful, sometimes we are not. So there is a supreme design which, as the nature has been designed, we say, the nature, it just goes in a rotation. The sun rises, the sun sets, and we are so full enough. We'll say, like today is Saturday, we'll say Friday is over and today is Saturday. We will not think that our lifespan has reduced by 1 day. Do we think? No. And today Saturday will be over, Sunday has come. 15th June. Tomorrow will be 15th June. We don't think that our lifespan has reduced by 1 day. So what is introspection? To think deeply. And that is why Swamiji was saying that to proceed on this path, you need to apply the intelligence. Need to. Not be mechanical and routinous, thinking that that is enough. Don't be complacent till that. Always have a feeling that, oh, what are all these? I am reading all these things, but why I am not able to achieve? Why is it that I am not able to see God everywhere? I told you that I used to pester Swamiji. I pestered him that you are always saying that God is everywhere. How to see Him everywhere? It's very difficult. So he said, he was standing in my room. He was sitting in his room. You are seeing my toes. Whose toes are these? I said, Swamiji's toes. Okay, you are seeing my bookshelf. Whose is that? I said, it is Swamiji's. Where are you standing? Swamiji's room. This table, whose is this? Whose specs is this? I said, all are Swamiji's. So he said, entering my room, seeing everything, you are saying these are Swamiji's, Swamiji's. Can you not have that vision when you look at the whole world? That this is created by a supreme power, where we have no control, it doesn't belong to us, nothing belongs to us, we have no control, and we should feel that I am God's and God is mine. My dear children, just this feeling, I am God's and God is mine. I have nothing. Nothing belongs to me. I have no control over anything, whether it is my intelligence, my ability to work, the work that I have got, the life that I have got, and whatever is happening, it is designed by something. It may be a success, it may not be a success. There is a supreme design, but that doesn't mean that I should be lazy and lethargic. I should give all my heart and soul. And through this perishable body, we must try to find out how I can become placid and feel that I am the self and nothing else. Can you remember this? I am God's. I am God's. I am God's. Say, I want to, we are working, right? Many of you are working in the offices, in your profession. I give a small example. Say, I want to cut a fruit. I take a fruit. Is the fruit been created by me? No. The hand that holds the fruit, is it created by me? No. I take a knife. Is the knife created by me? You will say, no, I bought it from the market. Okay, what is the root element of that knife? It may be steel, and it is an element which is not created by me. So, with mind and intelligence, whenever we can, I am not saying that for each and every work at that point itself you can think. You cannot think. When the mind is engrossed in a work, we can think like this. Later on we can think like this. For a moment we can think that, oh, I'm feeling that I'm very efficient, I'll be very successful in this work, I'll be appreciated. Then think that God has given this. I am blessed that I have got this work. He has given me intelligence to do this work, or the strength to do the work, the opportunity to do the work. That is why I am doing. Say the cutting the fruit, the ability. Suppose now, tomorrow itself I have tremors in my hand. Will I be able to cut? No. So, this nitya-yuktata, what is this nitya-yuktata? It is remaining connected with this knowledge. You understand? Remaining connected with the knowledge. What is the knowledge? That nothing belongs to me. I am God's. I have been created by God. And whatever I am doing is for His pleasure. For His pleasure. Shakuli Tomar Ichha, I sang the song. Shakuli Tomar Ichha, Ichha moi tara tumi, Tomar karmo tumi karo ma, লোকে বলে করি আমি সকলেই তোমার ইচ্ছা. O Mother, the Universal Mother, everything is your design, your mission, your wish. You are the one who wishes and runs this whole universe. Ichamai. You are full of your wishes. Tomar karmo tumi karoma. You are making everybody do work. Loke bole kori ami. And people think that I have done. I have done. In Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says that Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddesher junatishthati Brahmayan sarvabhutanam. Brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudhani mayaya. It is in 18th chapter, 61st verse. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddesher junatishthati. He says, O Arjuna, God dwells in the heart of all beings. Listen. God dwells in the heart of all beings. As he is all-pervading, He is everywhere and also in the heart. So, he dwells in the heart of all beings. And reigning there, by His inscrutable power, He makes everyone whirl around. Who is making us do everything? That you have come here, it is wish. That He has not wished it for other people, that is why they have not come. that while listening, you are able to listen with lot of concentration is his wish. That some of you are, your mind is going away somewhere is his wish. But he has also given you free will. You can bring back the mind again. It's not that everything is his wish. He has given us the power to understand by our intelligence what is good for us and what is bad for us. That is why when we find that, oh, mind has gone away, I am thinking something tomorrow I have to do, and I missed part of the lecture, you are able to bring it back also. You know, this connecting it this way is actually we are connecting to God. You understand? Really, do you understand? Yes. It's very easy. It is easy, my dear children. It is such a joy to think, such a joy to connect everything with that divinity. That divinity. Seeing him everywhere. You know, one day I saw our brahmacharinis, whoever was working in the kitchen, have wiped the counter. We don't use so much of paper, we use cloth. And so after this, crumpled and kept. Another one comes, takes another one, wiped, crumpled and kept. So I don't know, I felt that they are crying. The cloths are crying because they have cleaned some places, they have become very dirty and wet. Just like when we do a lot of work, we sweat and we feel tired. What do we want? We want a wash, we want a bath, right? We want to go and have a shower. So I felt that, oh, they are crying. They want a bath. So I washed them, squeezed them nicely and hang them. Then I told them, I was feeling like this. This is how we find the same self everywhere. We understand that everything is self. Now the time is over. I've got two questions. Ma, you're giving your personal example, teaching through your guru. Every interaction is a learning lesson for us. I now understand how to apply my everyday interaction to all kinds of situations. Very good. This is Hema. Thank you for sharing your experiences in Guru Sannidhi with us to inspire and with us and inspire and encourage us with love and compassion as a Vishwa Janani. I don't know whether I have become Vishwa Janani, but I do feel that everybody should become Vishwa Janani, then the whole world will become very good. Everybody, no war, nothing, everybody will be forgiving and sacrificing. Yes, the whole world will become good. Shinvantu Vishve Amritasya Putraha. Thank you for sharing. Then you repeat a question. You repeatedly had so many questions on how to become pure, how to be divine, how to become like Swamiji in love and joy. When did the questions stop? And nitya anandarasa, acha, nirantara anandarasa. Cannot read your handwriting, Baba. What kinds of questions arise in you? Are they more functional and task-oriented as the seeking has to be completed? I never think that it gets complete for anybody. As long as the body is there, you can learn. Just like the other day, something Swamiji told me here. And I immediately replied, no, it cannot be done. But it was done as he wished. So I had told whatever I said, thinking of Swamiji's health. That he's old, we should try not to give him too much stress. But maybe I did not explain it so much. I had only said, no, that cannot be done. But Swamiji did not tell me anything at that time. But he told me after a few days, the other day, when I told you this, you immediately said it cannot be done. I said, yes. Then he said, that was not good. I did not like it. I said, I also thought you will not like it. So, but it came out. So, Swamiji did not say anything. Then I was trying to explain to Swamiji why I said this. So Swamiji heard, but the introspection in me is that I still feel that sometimes I react very suddenly. I even now feel. So that has to come down. So I don't think that there can be any stopping of purifying oneself. The journey is so nice, so beautiful. And you know what is beautiful? Being able to say that I was wrong. Being able to say that I was wrong. That is the beauty of it. That is the joy out of it. That I did a mistake. I'm sorry. The other day in the ashram, just before we were coming, on Swamiji's birthday. Now, birthday we have decided that 9 o'clock it will start. And it is a live streaming from 9 o'clock. All over the world, people will be waiting to see the live streaming. I had kept Swamiji's dress and everything in Swamiji's room. I got ready and I came there and found Swamiji talking to one devotee who has come, and he's so close that he comes otherwise also to Swamiji's room. And they are discussing, I think that discussing this war. So I said that, Swamiji, it's time. People are waiting. Nobody is hearing. So I said, then the devotee, I said that, please you go now. Then he says, no, Swamiji is asking me. I said, let Swamiji ask you, please go. Then we'll be late. But it was, I was feeling that I could have said it in a different manner, a little smilingly. I was getting annoyed with both of them. So Swamiji is not listening at all, and he being disobedient to me, So I got annoyed. So I anyway came out, Swamiji was getting ready. So I thought that, he's come after quite a few months, and the first meeting that I had is that, you please go now, it has become very ready. So then when we were going to the hall, he was there. He's very close to us. So I went to him and said, I should not have told you like this, no? I feel very bad. He said, no, I understand, and you have a right to tell me like this. I said, I know I have a right to tell you like this. So, but I should not tell like this. I have a right. As a mother, I have a right, but I should not tell you like this. I could have said in a smiling manner that, please go out. So I feel that I have to say this, be humble. Be humble, no ego. Shall I read one diary of mine?
Yes.
It is on self-effacement. You were asking, no? Her question, yesterday's questions, all I have not, maybe tomorrow I will try to give. But you will get your replies from whatever I am saying. See, she was asking whether the seeking has, when did it stop, this pestering with the questions and all that? I don't know. And very rarely I write the spiritual journal also, except when I feel that something I can write about it. Then Swamiji had said, you will find that all questions will disappear. And all questions disappeared. There are questions. I sometimes ask questions, Swamiji. There is actually, during the COVID time when Swamiji was sick, he was sick, not with COVID, but other sickness. And we used to give him food in the room. So that time, we know that people get stuck with their seeking, do not understand how to do this or how to proceed. So I used to think that Swamiji should give very simple replies to simple questions. So I used to ask him and record it. So those are all recorded, all transcribed also, but we have not been able to take them out except for one or two. So my reply is that the last stage is the self-effacement, or you can start doing that. Why do we become agitated is because of our clinging, expectations, possessiveness, and ego. Ego is the hurdle. We are so egoistic. I am the right one. I am the efficient one. I can do this very well. Or I cannot do. You feel inferior. That is also an ego. So the word self-effacement is a word where you feel that you are not something. That I-ness, the I-ness comes and hinders us constantly. I. And this I-ness, it is best in a group, when we are doing group work, always say, instead of I did this, we did this. We have done. Instead of I did this, I told this, I suggested this, say we. And another thing is that always see where the ego is coming and obstructing us. So, and see, this is in 1995. I called Swamiji Posha. Posha means pet. So, Posha is very busy with temple work. Just today's Namrata said he used to work with 100 workers. As a result, there is hardly any conversation with Swamiji, with him. When I go to him to say something, he seems non-interested, gets irritated. Maybe I'm not able to speak properly. So I feel that maybe I'm not able to speak properly and effectively. Many times he says, you have to be effective in getting things done. However, I understand my expectation is quite strong to have a good response. You understand? Whatever I want to tell, it's all regarding ashram work, nothing else. But since he's not giving time, I'm getting disappointed, and then introspecting and seeing that I'm getting disappointed only because I have an expectation that he will give me a good response. So, our expectation always is from another person to have a good response. At times, I wonder, what is called self-effacement? Am I growing towards self-effacement? Quite often, during interactions, I aspire to dissolve my identity, my ego. But how to do it? What do I do for it? Is there any end to sadhana? My sadhana now is to completely erase myself, my I-ness. I have been a sadhika, a seeker of truth. Now, have I developed an ego of a sadhika, ego that everybody calls me mother, including Swamiji? You understand? That have I developed this ego that I am a mother, everybody calls me, including Swamiji? Ego that my opinions, my viewpoints regarding many aspects of the ashram should be given value and importance. You understand? Yes. I was telling you that even for spiritual sadhana, spiritual work, devotional work, ego can come. It's not that as soon as you embrace spirituality fully, ego will go. You have to constantly be very alert to yourself that ego doesn't come. Is this my new ego? No, there has been egos, and now this is the new ego that, oh, I am, everybody calls me mother, listens to me, gives importance, and when its importance is not given, I must be writing it because I must have gone to Swamiji with something where I wanted some response because I felt that work is very important and he didn't seem to be giving it importance. So I am having an ego that my opinions, my viewpoints regarding many aspects of the ashram should be given value and importance. Is this my new ego? Wherever there is ego, there is problem and suffering. So this is my introspection. My sadhana now is to constantly reminding myself, I am nobody. Reminding myself to spend every moment placing my whole being at the feet of the Guru and efface myself. Let there be resignation in everything. Let the mind be above everything. Let the I-ness be dissolved completely. May my small I-ness get merged into the whole universe in all-embracing love. Somebody had written to me one question that, how do you write the journal? What do you write? So this is the way I always wrote. Then, O Posha, this is also 95. When I looked outside through my window, I noticed the 2 hibiscus flowers, orange color, in the very small plant. They were still half bloomed. All the flowers which bloom in the garden, they bloom for your sake and shed themselves as offering at your feet. Like the flowers, may I too shed my whole being at your feet and lie there. There is no speciality. My identity is only this. Among all flowers, I am also a flower at your holy feet. Let my self-effacement be more and more complete. As a drop of oil, when poured into a vessel of water, spreads into the water completely, leaving its own identity, may I also lose my separate identity and spread and become one with yours. This wisdom will create the natural state, spontaneity. O Pusha, may your divinity remain ablaze in me always. O Pusha, another day, in this infinite, limitless universe, may you completely dissolve, phase out my existence. May my I-ness get dissolved. Fill me with your consciousness, your light. May my sight be laden with you. May my words and actions be laden with you. May your nectarine divine touch enliven my senses, my mind and intelligence. In that enlivened existence, let there be your fragrance alone. May I become your instrument completely. Let your divinity get expressed in all my work, speech and thought. O Pusha, at times I find there is no prayer in the mind. I am immersed deeply in my own antaratma, my own self, drinking and tasting your nectarine touch. Nirantar ananda rasena triptaha. Is there any time? No. I think it's done. I've taken 7 more minutes according to my watch. So I'll conclude. Yes. न खिद्यते नो विषयैः प्रमोदते na sajjate napi virajyate cha swasmin sada क्रीडति नन्दति स्वयं निरन्तरानन्दरसेन तृप्तः निरन्तरानन्दरसेन तृप्तः निरन्तरानन्दरसेन तृप्तः। जय गुरु, जय गुरु, जय गुरु। I really liked speaking and sharing with all of you in my front, and always when the audience or the listeners, if they are sincere, then the best comes out of the speaker also. So it was a joy talking, and I'm a little disappointed that only this much time is given. No raga-dvesha.